Hello everyone. In this video, we will see the one case study based on the data structures. So first we will see the scenario of that case study. What is the problem statement and what is the scenario? The John is studying in the National Model School. During the max period, the ma'am conducted the factorial calculation using recursion. The next period is a computer ma'am came. She asked what are the contents are taken in the previous period. John told it is a factorial calculation ma'am. Computer ma'am suggested to create a factorial program using recursive function and also told to explain how the factorial function call working and how the intermediate result are solved. So that question is asked to the John. So anyone can help John to solve this problem. So this is a scenario is asked by the that teacher. Uh, so the problem statement is the problem is how and which data structure to use to store the intermediate results. Before going into that, we have to first I came to give the introduction about what is a computer program. So the computer program will start its execution from the main function. It is a main thread. There are the possibilities that the main function, that is a parent, will call the subfunctions, that is a child, to perform any computations. The subfunctions may also call another set of subfunctions, that is a grandchild, to do the intermediate computations. The subfunctions after computing have to return back to the its related parent function. This is the way the program is executed from the main program to the subprograms. So the subprograms is ended means it is again back the statement is written back to the main program. So this is the introduction about how my main program and subprograms are executed. So for example, you have considered this sub functions and main functions. So based upon the function call, the sub functions are called. The function call is a request made by the program that performs the predefined function. When a program calls a function, the program control is transferred to the called function. The called function performs the task, and when it returns the statement is executed, or when its function ending closing brace is reached, it returns the program control back to the main programs. This is the way how the main function call is works. For example, consider the right side, we have a main function. In that main function we have one function call, that is a square, squares of 4. So when that function is called, the control is go to the called function, the separate square functions. So that square function is executed. Once it reaches the curly braces, the control is back to the main program, that is a calling program. This is the way the function call is executed. So for that storage, intermediate storage, it uses the one data structure is called as a call stack. Every machine uses a separate region space to store the information about that parameters, return address and its local variables. So this space is called as a stack. So the stack contains that separate storage space that store the information about the functions functions parameters and local variables and return address. All the things are stored in the called stack. So you know that what is a stack. This we are see and about in the data structure video lecture itself. So the stack is nothing but it is a linear data structures. It is work under the principles of last in first out. The last inserted element is removed first. This is the way the stack is executed. So the stack the operation is done in based upon the push and pop. The stack data structures that stores the information about the active subroutines of the computer programs. The call stack is made up of the stack frame, one for each method call. So this is the way the stack is work. The working of stack means it is work based upon the two operation of push and pop. Push means when the items are added onto the top of the stack, it is known as a push operation. The items are removed from the stack, it is known as a pop operation. So next we will see how the working of function call is worked. Consider the scenario. We have 4 procedures with the call stack. So the procedure 1 is calls the procedure 2 means the procedure one's parameters and the local variables and return address all are stored in the stack, and the control is go to the procedure 2. So again the procedure 2 is calls that procedure 3 means the procedure 2 information are stored, then in the function is the control is go to the called procedure 3. Next to the procedure 3 is calling procedure 4 means the procedure 3 information also stored in a in a stack format. Next that procedure 4 is called. So this is the way how that all the information about every procedures are pushed onto the stack. So once the procedure 4 is completed, the procedure 4 is returned back to the procedure 3 means, so all the information about the procedure 4 is popped and the control is returned to the procedure 3. So the procedure 3 is completed, the control is goes to the procedure 2 means all the information about the procedure 3 in the stack is popped and control is go to the procedure 2's statement. After that this process is repeated until it reaches the procedure 1. ஓகேங்களா. the procedure 2 calls the so the once the procedure calls means the push operation is done. Once the procedure returns, it means the pop operation is done. So based upon the pop operation, all the information about that corresponding procedure is written back. So this is the way the call stack is worked. So at finally what happened means the control is goes to the procedure 1. Once the procedure 1 is completed and the control is returned back to the main function, the control is returned back to the main function means that time the stack is empty. So this is the way that stack store the intermediate results of every function call. So this is the solution for that fractional problems. So using the function call, the intermediate results are stored in the separate region called as stack frame. The stack data structures are used in between the called and calling function. So this is the solution for that problem statement. So what is the how that intermediate result are stored and what data structures are used. I hope you understand how the function call is executed based upon the stack data structures, used on the stack data structures. Thank you.